Okay, I'm sitting here with Tanesha Dupree,
Yes.
and you actually cut my hair, but you also do a lot of weddings, so I wanted to talk to you about more about that pretty much. So what do you offer?
So as far as wedding services, what we do are on-site hair and makeup services. And people usually call me in advance. They want to get their hair and makeup done. We always offer a trial. They'll usually come with photos of things that they want, something from Pinterest, and we kind of just work from there. Depending on how many people are in the party, I might bring a makeup team, I might just have myself, or I might have myself and an assistant. It just depends on how many people are wanting services for the event.
Cool. Tell me a little bit more in detail what you offer. Like what is a typical package for weddings?
So a typical, as far as price range, the bride is usually $85. That's for the wedding day. For a trial, I price it at $65. I do a $20 discount to encourage them to come in for a trial, because you definitely do not want to start experimenting on the wedding day. So that way we can try things. A lot of times someone loves a style and then find out that they don't like it on themselves. So that's a great time to hash out all of those things that might happen. For the maids and moms, I offer the service for $65, and makeup services start at $70.
And then tell me a little bit how you started with hair and makeup.
Wow. So I've been doing hair for a long, long time. I started emphasizing bridal hair when I lived in Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston, South Carolina is a huge bridal market. Like, it is weddings on steroids down there. So I kind of fell into it. And I just started offering makeup services so that it would allow me to travel more. And when it's just a bride, or maybe a bride and her mom, I don't have to bring anyone in. I can just do it myself. So that was just as a convenience for the people who I work for.
Cool. And then you also, during that time, worked with for film, TV, fashion, with the celebrity planner. Just tell me all that.
Yes. So when I was in Charleston, I had the opportunity to work on a small film. And that was actually a really great opportunity, because I had never worked on a film before, and I found out a lot of things with film. It's a lot about being able to create that thing over and over and over again. So it's all about being consistent, and it's all a lot of hurry up and wait with films. If you never worked on it, you wouldn't know. It seems a lot more glamorous than it is. The experience was great. So that's what I did in Charleston, as well as I had the opportunity to work with a big time planner by the name of Mindy Weiss that works out of LA. And she's worked with a lot of celebrities. I had the opportunity to work with her, and she was great. The opportunity was great. We worked with an NFL player and his wife on a beautiful plantation down in Charleston. So that definitely got me in the mindset of the pace and what people really expect. And I like to let my brides know that, yes, I am here in Buffalo, but I can bring it up a notch, because I've worked with a celebrity stylist and I know what they need. So just because I'm here doesn't mean I can't give you the full package and the full experience.
Okay, so just tell me kind of why you do hair and makeup. What fascinates you about it?
I love being able, it's like an instant fix. I love to be able to create something beautiful almost instantaneously from someone. I always call it my form of plastic surgery. You don't have to get cut, there's no downtime, but you can come out looking totally different. And it's about giving people that one-on-one experience. A lot of times when people are coming from work, we're the first people that they see, that they kind of unload a lot of problems on. And it's nice to be able to be there for them in that way. And then they walk away feeling better about themselves and looking better as well. So I think it's more, I don't want to be selfish, but it makes me feel good too. But I love seeing the end result. I really, really do. I always have. I've started as a really, really young kid, and I've just always loved doing hair. Always, and makeup, always.
Sometimes you work by yourself, sometimes you bring people, just like assistants and everything. So just give me a little more about when you need more people, how many people you can accommodate. What is let's say you have a wedding party of just 4 people, or you have 24.
Yes. Oh God, 24. Depending on the size of the party, it might just be myself. If it's someone that's just 5 people for hair, then I can take that on myself. Usually don't bring in my wonderful assistant CJ until it's about 7 people or more. And if they are requiring makeup services and it's more than like 2 or 3 people, makeup and hair, then I bring in a team of makeup artists that I absolutely love. And we'll just split it up into teams. You'll have a hair team and a makeup team, and you'll get the full Kardashian treatment.
Awesome, yeah, cool. How would you describe your own style, and has it changed over time?
Wow. I think I'd like to say that I evolve. I like to offer more. I like to give them more of an experience. I think a lot of people now, instead of things being so tight, so constricted, as far as the hair and makeup, they like to look like it's something I call the hair that looks like it only took you 5 minutes to do, but it really took a team of 6 and 10 hours to do. That. Nice and loose, free, just effortlessly beautiful. And I think I've evolved from heavy contouring, heavy structure to something nice and free and glowy and dewy and texture and pretty. People just like to look their best but not too done. And I try to give them that.
You say on the website you see skin and hair as a canvas to create beauty. Like, how do you balance between like what does your client want and what do you think is best for them?
That's a great question. So when we do the trial, people always come in with photos and things like that. And if I find that the texture is different than the photo that they showed me, or the coloring is different than the photo that they showed me, as a professional, it's my duty to tell them, this won't work for you, because give them the reason why, but also offer them alternatives. I would never just look at someone and say, oh God, no, that's horrible. I always want to give them an alternative, something just as beautiful, just a little different if I feel that it's not going to work.
Awesome, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
My pleasure.